Good day, Crime Talk aficionados. This is Scott Reisch of Crime Talk, and we have a busy docket for you today. First, Patrick Frazee begins jury selection. 2, Fotis Dulos is back in the news, and he's got a new attorney. A dumb criminal of the week contestant. Let's talk about it. Good day, Crime Talk aficionados. This is Scott Reisch of Crime Talk, and thank you for tuning into our channel. If you like the channel, please subscribe. If you like our video, hit the thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so that you receive notifications of when we go live or put out new content. And yes, finally, please leave us a comment. We do read them, and we appreciate them. First on the docket today, Patrick Frazee trial is beginning in Teller County, Colorado. Now, this is the first day of jury selection. They're going to be bringing in a large amount of jurors over the next week to try and see if they can't whittle that down to 12 jurors plus at least 2 alternates to make sure they have enough to attend the trial, which is supposed to last 3 weeks. Now, for those of you who do not know, Patrick Frazee is accused of killing the mother of his child with a baseball bat and then disposing of her body. The prime witness for the prosecution is Patrick Frazee's other girlfriend, Crystal Lee Kenny, a nurse from Idaho. She says that she was solicited at least 3 occasions to kill Kelsey Barrett and did not do it, but ultimately came out to, quote, clean up the mess. And she states that she left incriminating evidence of blood and things of that nature at the scene so that she could provide evidence of the homicide. Now, she didn't call the police immediately upon her immediate exit back to the state of Idaho and tell the police what took place. Oh, no. She waited. In fact, she also waited until she got a smoking good plea deal in this particular case. This is going to be interesting. There is no body. There are no, per se, confessions, but we do have the cooperating witness who has a lot of motive to protect herself, and we'll see ultimately whether a jury is going to believe Crystal Lee Kenny or Mr. Frazee's defense attorneys. Mr. Frazee's defense attorneys are more than likely going to be pointing the finger at the nurse, Crystal Lee Kenny, saying it was all her. And what's the easiest way to get in trouble? Save all the same facts, just simply change the names. That's what I would argue in this particular case based upon what I know. We'll see what the defense does here starting next week. Next on the docket, Fotis Dulos, another man accused, or at least a prime suspect, in the disappearance of his wife. And for those who do not recall, Fotis Dulos was apparently having a relationship with his mistress, a Miss Traconis, and ultimately Jennifer Dulos disappeared. She is a mother of 5 children, hasn't been heard from since I think it was early August, if I remember correctly. And Jennifer Dulos has not been seen or heard from now since about mid-August. And Fotis Dulos is obviously a person of interest, a suspect, so to speak, but the only thing that he and Miss Traconis have been charged with is tampering of evidence there in New Canaan, Connecticut. Now, apparently, distance makes the heart grow fonder, but the threat of imminent incarceration has apparently had some effects on Ms. Traconis and Mr. Dulos' relationship, and she apparently has moved out of the home that they were sharing together, and we'll see if that has anything to do with the evidence as it develops in this particular case. Now, Mr. Dulos has hired another attorney to work along with the attorney that he currently has, attorney Norm Pattis. The new attorney is Chris Latrinka. Mr. Latrinka has apparently handled other high-profile cases, one most recently where a gentleman dropped a child off of a 100-foot bridge in retaliation against his wife. And so Mr. Dulos continues to build a team. He's asking for the gag order to be released. And it appears as though Mr. Fotis Dulos is continuing with his theory of Gone Girl, that Jennifer Dulos obviously just left and is still alive. That's significant because why? We've talked about this in the past. You have to show that somebody is dead. That's one of the elements of the crime of murder, is that somebody is in fact deceased. So we'll see if it works. We'll see if he's ever charged. As of right now, he is not. Next on the docket is our first contestant of the week for the Dumb Criminal of the Week. First contestant of the Dumb Criminal of the Week is Christian Lydia Martinez. She is 25. And she apparently had gone out drinking, returned home Sunday afternoon with her family in San Antonio, and began to get in a fight with her mother. Now, instead of storming off, perhaps slamming a few doors, maybe even raising your voice a little bit, no. Miss Martinez would have none of that. She grabbed a crucifix off of the wall and began beating her mother with the crucifix. Miss Martinez hit her mother over the head with it at least 10 times. She's now charged with felony assault, and she is in custody on a $30,000 bond. Now, I think Miss Martinez will have to have a little repentance, not only for her, but perhaps a higher power. And maybe she should ask herself next time she's fighting with her mom, what would Jesus do? Somehow I'm thinking, not beat mom with a crucifix. All right, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great week. We'll continue to have more Dumb Criminals a week, as well as updates on all the interesting cases, along with analysis by me, your local, lovable criminal defense attorney, Scott Reisch. Have a great day.